Welcome. I'm Leanne. I'm going to lead you through this gentle chair yoga practice today. You'll want a chair that is comfortable for you to sit in where your feet easily touch the floor and there's no arms on the chair. So you can get yourself settled in and you can actually rest back against the chair to start here. We start with a bit of a grounding breath. So get comfortable. Close your eyes and just let your awareness shift inward. So it's like we're looking within or listening within ourselves or just sensing within us. And we're basically just checking in. We're noticing how we are today at this time, right? How our body feels. Perhaps what our energy level feels like. What's our mood like? And then what does this tell us about what we need today, how we should practice today? So we want to meet ourselves where we're at. Each posture, each movement, each time we come here, we're practicing staying aware, noticing how the movement and the shape feels in our body, and moving in a way that feels like it's serving us. So we're respecting what we need today, where we're at, and what we're doing feels good. So when you're ready, opening your eyes if you like, and you can slide forward off the back of your chair and just let your hands come down to the sides of your pelvis. And we're just going to begin to tilt and tuck the pelvis. So you can let your tail tuck under, and then the bowl of your pelvis will tip forward so your tail sort of feels like it's lifting back behind you. So tuck the tail under and then tip the pelvis forward. So if I turn in my chair so you can see, the tail is just tucking under and then the pelvis is rolling forward. We're just loosening up. We're loosening up at our hips. We're loosening up through the low back. Just gentle movement, not moving into a range where it hurts or is uncomfortable. And then we can begin to let the movement get a little bit bigger so that it involves more of our back. So when you tip the pelvis forward, you can think about lifting the heart and dropping the shoulders. And when you tuck the tail under, you can let the back round and maybe the chin's going to drop gently. So just moving the pelvis, moving the spine into these gentle arcs in either direction. And you might have hands still at hips, or you might have hands on thighs. Just lengthening the front and then lengthening the back. Just taking your time. Staying tuned into your body. Okay, come on back to neutral. So just settle in so your pelvis feels neutral, your spine feels neutral. And you take your hands and just lift them up to the ceiling and take a breath in. And then on your exhale, bring your hands down to your legs and bring your heart forward. So let your breath out as you come forward. And then inhale and lift up. So arms just as high as you like. So if you only want to bring them to shoulder height, that's fine. And then exhale and tip at the pelvis. Bring the pelvis forward. And do two more. So inhale and lift. And exhale and gently tip. And one more. Lifting up. And then come forward. And this time you can stay forward. So that might mean forearms to thighs. You could fold further over if that's available to you. So wherever you're choosing to be, just breathe. Just hang out here and breathe gently. And then root down through your feet and gently come back up. All right, nice tall spine, neutral pelvis. Okay, come up into the neck. So begin to nod your head. So you can tuck your chin down, and then you can just gently lift your chin up. As you're just nodding your head, dropping your chin, and just lifting. So keep the back of your neck long as your chin just gently lifts away from the chest. Okay, back to neutral, and then turn your head to the right and do the same thing. So lift your chin and then drop your chin. So a little bit of a nod. Just feeling how that feels in neck and shoulders. Maybe you notice something in your jaw. Okay, back to neutral, and then turn your head to the left and nod. So lift and lower, taking your time. Okay, back to neutral. Now just turn the head. So turn the head to the right and then turn the head to the left. Easy shoulders. So rest into your chair, relax your arms, turn your head to the right. And one more time, turn your head to the left. Bring your head back to neutral. I'm going to come into shoulders. So just let your shoulder blades lift and then lower. So think about your shoulders coming up towards your ears. So the blades lifting and then lowering. So go one more time, up and then down. Now bring the blades towards your spine and away from your spine. So your shoulders are going to open up and then they're going to come forward. One more time. Shoulder blades back and then forward. Just give them a roll. All right, let the shoulders relax. Bring one hand to your chest and one hand down to your lower belly. Okay, we're going to begin to turn. So you can go at your own pace. You're going to turn in one direction, then you're going to unwind and you're going to turn the other way. So we're rotating at the waist, and see if you can notice that the lower hand is staying still. The upper hand is moving with the turn. So the base of us is just steady, the feet and the legs and the pelvis. And we're turning gently in each direction. Okay, the next time you're turning to the right, we'll stay to the right. So take your time getting there. So you can bring your left hand to your right leg and maybe your right hand to your right hip. Let your shoulders rest. Turn your head gently to the right. And then see if you can turn your head, so just your head, gently to the left. And you're just going as far as feels comfortable. Okay, let your turn unwind. So head unwinds, and then your torso unwinds, and then we'll turn to the left. So right hand to the left leg, left hand to the left hip. This winding up through our back, wringing the tension out of our spine. Gently turn the head to the left, even if it's just a little bit. And then can you keep the turn to the left, but turn the head the other way towards the right? All right, so unwind your head and then unwind your torso. All right, so we're back at center. So we're gonna lift our legs up. So lift your left foot up and then put it down and then lift the right leg up. So we're just gonna alternate. So if you can, you're lifting your thigh up off your chair. So lift and then lower and then lift and then lower. So we're moving at our hips, right? Up and down and up and down. Okay, lift your right leg is going to come up and then it's going to extend out so that it's straight. So you can slide yourself to the front edge of your chair, put your right heel on the floor, and then you can just gently tip forward. So your hands can stay on thighs or maybe on the left thigh, whatever works better. And you're just gently tipping. So we've got this right leg just as straight as we can. So you might still have a bend in your knee. Come on back to vertical. Now we can bring the right shin or right lower leg up to the left leg. So can you let this right leg come up onto the left leg. Now, if this is not comfortable in your knee or your hip or in your back, then another option is just to cross your right shin over your left shin. Okay, so you cross right over left. And just for a moment here, just lengthen up, let your shoulders drop, try to let this right leg relax. And then you could gently turn towards the right. So the left hand can come on over to the right leg somewhere. Right hand might be at the hip. Let your turn unwind, and then take the right leg off and circle out your ankle. So circle out your right ankle and go the other way. And bring the right foot to the floor. So plant the right foot on the ground. Now lift up your heel and then bring the foot back down to the floor, right? So you're keeping the toes on the floor, but lifting your heel up, the right heel up and right heel down. So lifting up and lowering down. So we're sort of keeping the ball of the right foot just more or less on the ground as we lift and lower the heel. You can feel how that feels in your calf and in your ankle. Okay. Let the foot come back down. Now you're sitting forward. You're just going to slide the right foot as far back as you can place the right foot, keeping the foot on the ground. Okay, so you don't go back so the heel lifts. You keep the foot flat and just slide the foot back as far as it can go. And you pause there. You keep that right foot on the floor so the heel is on the ground. And just notice what you feel in through the shin and the calf. Okay, now let the right leg release. So just bring the right foot back next to the left, right where you started, and just feel that. So you might close your eyes if you like, if that makes it easier for you to feel. But feel down through the right foot and the right leg and how it compares to the left side. Right? Then when you're ready, lift your right leg up, put it back down, and lift the left leg up. So the knee stays bent. You're just lifting your thigh off the chair. So up and down, moving at the hip. Okay, and you just might be de-weighting a little bit. That's okay. Or you might be able to lift the leg up higher. Just work where you can work. And we're going to come to the left leg. So the right foot's going to land. The left leg is going to come out long in front of you. So heel on the ground, toes up as straight as you can. And if you like, you can add a tip forward. And then lifting up, bringing your left shin to your right thigh. So this left leg is rolling open. So if it's not comfortable in the knee or the hip or somewhere else in your body, just cross your left shin over your right shin. So the left leg in either position is rolling out. So tall, let the shoulders relax, let the hips relax. So try to let the left leg relax. You don't have to push on it. Okay. If you like, you're going to turn towards the left. So just let your hands land wherever they land. Easy shoulders. Okay. Keep bringing your awareness back to your body and to what you feel. Keep checking in. Just being aware, welcoming whatever sensations arise. Okay, unwind your turn. Let your left leg come off. Circle out the left ankle. Okay, you can change directions. Then we can put the left foot back on the floor. Okay, then you're going to lift your heel up. So lift the heel and then lower the heel. So let the heel lift as high as you can. And then put it back down. So I'll turn so you can see from a different angle. So let the heel lift and let it lower. So we're moving at our toe joints, lifting and lowering that heel. So up and down. And you can feel the ankle and the calf. Maybe you notice something up into the knee. Okay, and then you're going to keep the foot flat and you're going to slide the foot back as far as you can, keeping the foot flat. And you're just going to stay there. So it's not a contest to see how far you can get. You've just slid it back and kept the foot on the floor. And then you're just going to feel into how that tissue in the lower part of that leg, how it stays with that and what you notice. Okay. And then you're going to let it go and just bring both feet back to the floor. Okay. And then just feel that connection now that you have down through your legs and through your feet into the ground. All right, from here, we're going to turn sideways in our chair. So turn to the right so that your right side is closer to the back of your chair. And then you want to shift yourself towards the outer edge of it so that you can take this left leg and you can point the knee down. Okay, so make sure your right foot is on the ground. So if it's not, put a book or something underneath it so the right foot is flat on the floor. And you can hold the back of your chair a little bit with your right hand if you want to, if you want that bit of support. Okay, so this left leg, you get to choose. Have you got the toes curled under and the knee pointing down a little bit? Or if you can move the leg back, it could come back gently. Okay, you might want to play with straightening that left knee, reaching back through the heel. Okay, and then if you like, you can add a side bend here. So if you want to side bend, you're bending towards the back of your chair. So you can let that left arm come up and over top, and you can tip towards the back of your chair gently. Okay, and then let that go. Okay, bring the left foot forward, and you can turn in your chair and we'll switch sides. So you can turn yourself all the way around. So now your left side is towards the back of the chair. You're going to slide yourself towards the right, maybe back. Okay, you're going to let the left foot be flat, the right leg be back. So right knee maybe pointing straight down, or maybe you're able to move the right thigh back. Okay, maybe you're going to curl the toes of the right foot under and press back through the heel. Easy shoulders, tall spine. Okay, feel the parts of you that are on the ground. So the left foot, toes of the right foot. And if you like the side bend, it's to the left side towards the back of your chair so that right arm could lift. And then you can tip towards the back of your chair, towards the left side. Okay, and then come on back up. Let your right arm come down. Let your right leg come in. And then turn yourself on your chair. Okay, you're at the front of your chair, so we're going to slowly come up to standing. We're going to come through our squat though. So slide yourself forward on the seat of your chair. Arms come forward gently, and you're just going to shift your weight slowly into your feet. So your weight is still sitting in the chair, and you're just as slow as you can, sort of coming forward until you've got enough weight in your legs and your seat can come up off that chair, and then you can press down and come on up. Okay, so come standing. So we'll do a little bit of balance and then we'll do a supported fold. So you can use your chair, or if you don't want to, you don't have to use it for balance. Just stand beside it. Okay, stand in your left foot. So cross your right shin over your left shin. Bring your right big toe to the floor. Okay, so one hand can touch the chair, and then you can practice lightening that touch. And maybe the other arm is going to lift a little, or you can play with having both arms up a little. Pick a spot to rest your gaze on. softly so your eyes are resting. Okay? And if you want a little bit more here, you're going to move that right foot to the inside of the left leg. So tree pose. So your right big toe could be on the floor or the foot could be up on the inside of the left leg. Okay? And if you're holding the chair, that's fine, that's good. And just a little less support of the chair. And you're going to move, right? Your foot's going to be moving, your ankle's going to be adjusting, all that's going to be happening. And that's how we balance. All right, come down with the right foot and just step your feet out. Okay, and then we'll switch sides. So stand in your right foot, cross your left shin over your right, bringing your left big toe to the floor. This left leg is rolling open, and we're trying not to push the right hip out, right? We're just letting the pelvis be neutral and that right thigh bone be nestled in our hip socket. So we're rooting gently down through the right foot. Breathing, resting your gaze on a spot on the floor or wall in front of you. And if you like, moving that left foot to the inside of the right leg. So toe on the floor or foot up. And arms just wherever you need them to be today. We build balance by balancing. And every little bit helps us find a little bit more balance each day. Okay, put that foot down on the floor and step your feet out a little bit. Okay, now you can either use the back of your chair or you can use the seat of your chair. So we're gonna fold forward. So here you get to rest on the chair. So you can walk your feet back a little bit. You can tip at the hips. So maybe you're gonna rest forearms on the back of the chair and then put your head on your arms. Or if you want a little bit more, then you could use the seat of the chair, which would let you drop a little bit lower, if that's comfortable. You might have knees bent a little bit. So we're in a forward fold. Backs of the legs are lengthening, back is lengthening, and there's support in this, right? We're resting into the chair. So it's a gentle, supported forward fold. Okay, come on back up. So soften your knees. You can press your hands into the back of the chair, into the seat of the chair, and shift yourself back up. Just give yourself a little check-in. Notice what you notice. And then come back and sit in your chair. All right, and you can sit right back in your chair here. So you can rest your back. Okay, you can give your hands and your feet a little circling out if you like. Just circling at wrists, circling at ankles, wiggling fingers, thumbs, toes. Okay, and then you can relax. So just let your feet come down comfortably so that they're resting on the floor. Rest your arms, rest your back, close your eyes. And just feel how it feels to have been moving and to now be still. Letting go of tension and effort. Softening. So softening your face. So eyes, jaw, mouth. Feel like you rest the inside of your head. So your brain can feel like it softens. Let tension go from the neck and the throat. Coming into shoulders. Can you just for a moment, just let them lift. Let them float up towards the ears. And then let them fall down, 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 and let them rest. Let them go all the way. You feel the weight of your arm bones in your shoulder sockets as your arms relax, and your wrists and your hands all resting. And give the hands a little squeeze, so you can curl fingers in and thumbs over fingers, and you can just give your hands this little squeeze. And then let them go. Let them go all the way. So hands, arms, shoulders, all resting. Relaxing your torso, so the whole front of your torso and the back. The sides, the outside of your torso, the inside of your torso. Come down and notice your legs resting, supported by the chair, supported by the ground. And then just give your feet a little bit of a squeeze. So you could spread toes wide or you could curl toes in. Just give your feet a little bit of a squeeze. And then let them go. Let them rest. You feel your breath. So it's gentle, it's slow. Inhale coming in through the nose, and the exhale moving back out through the nose. Just slow. Breath is quiet. Maybe the body has quieted a little. And just feel this, just sense this, that it's enough, right? Just to sit and to be easy and to breathe, to let go. It's good. We're good. And just notice how you are. So your body, your energy, your mood, have these things shifted? And when you're ready, you can just gently move and stretch if that's what feels right. Just taking your time as you come back into your body, opening your eyes, and then taking your time as you move back into your day. Thank you for practicing today. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.